Hello, everyone, and welcome to this conversation presented by White House Custom Color. Okay, Denise.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Same.
How's it going?
Not too bad. All things considered. Could be worse, could be better.
That's a very good way to put it. It's very diplomatic as well.
Which I'm not usually known for my diplomacy, so I take
You're
it.
not. You know what? Start off by telling me a little bit about you, who you are, where you're at, what's going on in your neck of the woods, etc.
All that stuff. Okay, so I'm in Wisconsin, and about 20 minutes west of Milwaukee. We just got the notice yesterday that our governor has said this may go on for another month.
Oh, you just heard that? Another month?
Yeah, our governor said yesterday that we might be on lockdown for another 30 days. Or and I don't know if he says 30 days from yesterday or 30 days from the end of the original 30 days, which is another 2 weeks from now. So either way, life in Wisconsin. So that's that.
What does life look like?
Other than that, I'm at my studio right. Say that again?
What does life look like for you when things are normal?
I'm really doing okay right now because this is the normal time of year that is like the downtime between my two big seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So my day-to-day life has been pretty much how it would be, aside from the fact that my teenagers are now homeschooling.
Right.
So that's a little different. I have 17-year-old twins that are juniors.
Oh my.
So that was a little different today when they were both on live calls at school and the Orkin guy rang our doorbell and our dog went insane. That was a little different, but so I'm kind of, my day-to-day like business life hasn't changed a ton yet. So I do pretty much only high school seniors and lots and lots and lots of pageant headshots. So pageant season deadlines were just ending in mid-March, and in Wisconsin, senior season hasn't really started yet. So this is my typical lull. So I'm pretty much doing what I would have been doing.
I read that you're a big Miss America fan.
Yeah, I am. So, I mean, I competed in pageants. My daughter was Miss Wisconsin National Teenager.
Oh.
I'm the official photographer for Miss Wisconsin. So
yeah.
I go to Miss America every year. I didn't go this past year, but yeah, I'm a pageant junkie, which is why now, like with the pandemic, like nobody look at my eyelashes or eyebrows or nails because I do all that stuff. It's very on brand for me. And now that don't look too closely.
I like the fact that this is happening from that standpoint, in that we get to see kind of behind the curtain for a lot of people. Like if you've seen various, musical groups or personalities that are kind of just showing up online right. and putting themselves out there. For me, there's like I don't know. I kind of feel like, oh, that dude's just like me, really. I mean, he might live. Well, he lives in the Hollywood Hills in a $17 million mansion, but there he is. He just woke up. He's got his coffee, and he's just talking at the camera, just like anyone else can.
Exactly.
So I actually like that aspect of it. I think that is sort of bringing us together as a nation and maybe even as a world. Like my hope is that is one of the good things that comes out of this. Maybe is like a sense of humanness, commonality between everyone. Yeah.
I think the rose-colored filter that typically gets placed on all of everybody's Facebook and Instagram posts has been dialed back a little bit. So
I hope so, because that was starting to get annoying anyway.
True, absolutely. So
Wasn't that starting to play out? Like all the soft filters is what gets me the most. It's
oh,
like,
it's so bad,
you don't think we know?
right? I remember in the '80s the soft filter.
Right. Right.
It went away for a reason.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Tell me, what if anything are you doing right now for your business specifically?
So, like I said, so my pageant stuff has really, wow. Well, I shouldn't say it's more. It's the end of the season. Granted, all of my Miss Wisconsin contestant headshots are stuck at the lab.
Right.
So the post line deadline was supposed to be April 1st, and then it was supposed to be today, and now we don't know when it is, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, I told the executive director at Miss Wisconsin, they'll get there when they get there.
Right.
And that's fine.
Right.
So that's my pageant girls that's one thing. For my seniors,
Right.
I really feel for my seniors. Wow. All their spring sports, graduation, prom. My kids are juniors, and I know my son could care less. He's a boy. My daughter, we walk past her prom dress hanging there every day, and she's devastated that prom, it was her first prom.
Yeah.
So for my seniors, I've done some fun things. I did my quarantine stories on my Instagram. So I messaged all of my seniors and asked them a couple fun questions, and I highlight one a day on my stories. They love that. The
That's
moms
a good idea.
loved it. Oh my gosh. You'll have to, go to my Instagram and look at them. They're really cute.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are doing the yard signs, and a lot of people are doing the yard signs. I typically shy away from things that are cliche or really done. So I made a coloring page for all of my seniors, and I researched coloring, and wow, coloring has a lot of benefits that I didn't know about. So I wrote them all a letter and made them a coloring page of one of their portraits and hand delivered it. And my seniors and their moms are obsessed with them, love them. I've gotten so many messages from other clients saying, can you make me one?
Sounds like you're being very proactive, actually.
I'm trying, and I'm also trying to be really fiscally, financially responsible. Like the coloring pages cost me an ink cartridge and
right,
a couple hours to deliver them.
Right.
So not that I don't like the yard signs, it just, I see them popping up all over town from other people.
What's the yard signs? I should know this.
Oh my gosh, and they're adorable. And I have lots and lots of friends that are doing them. Just, like a yard sign that you see for a garage sale, only it's got their senior portrait and school. And I love them, and they're really cute. I just looked for something to do that
different
wasn't already being done in my spot.
Right.
So that's, other than that, I mean, I still have retouching to do. I still have things to order that I'll get when I get. But other than that, just, I'm still booking seniors for this summer.
You are?
I am. In fact, I got an email today. I'm going to do a Zoom call with a mom and a daughter tomorrow, I think. So I'm still booking. It's kind of on that, let's book this day and see where we're at then. If we need to reschedule, we need to reschedule. I had a lot of sessions already booked for the beginning of June that we kept, but we've also booked a backup day for a little bit later, just because we don't know.
Yeah.
So
when this ends, let's say this ends in a month, let's say 4 to 6 weeks from now, it's, the floodgates open and we're all free to do whatever it is that we need to do. What does that look like for you?
Probably pretty much the same, hopefully. I mean, that will still, it's still dead and ugly here. We don't, and that's that's been kind of a saving grace that I've said to moms. I wouldn't be outside shooting right now anyways. There's no snow or leaves. So this is it's ugly outside.
You're right in between.
Right. And of course, yeah, I still have places where I do shoot and could, but I wouldn't be doing much outside right now anyways. It's not snowy and pretty. It's not green and pretty. So in another month, it still might not be that beautiful here. It's really, for me in my business, this is the perfect time that it could have happened.
Right.
So I'm really hoping that it ends before my big time. And I know not everybody across the country is in that position. Some people, it is really hitting them right now.
Yeah, weddings, events, anything of that nature is crushing people right now.
And I did weddings for 17 years. I can totally see how if I was still a wedding photographer, yeah, that would be scary. That would be really scary.
Can you tell me a little bit? Now, you mentioned some of the things that you're doing, the proactive stuff that you're doing. Will you dive in for a second into the stories that you were having them write for your Instagram feed and stories?
Totally. So it's what's your favorite quarantine snack? These are high schoolers. They don't want to get terribly philosophical. What's your favorite snack? What's your favorite thing to have to pass the time? What have you learned about yourself? And I've gotten lots of the typical, I like to sleep.
Right. You could say, what have you learned about yourself besides the fact that you like to sleep?
Exactly.
Since that's the given.
I had a couple moms that read their sons and they were like, oh, I'm so proud.
Yeah, right.
But I've had a couple kids that have really surprised me. I think my girl, actually, let me read it. My girl that I posted yesterday that's still on there, she really kind of surprised me. She said, I've learned that I'm a very social person who misses my friends, but I have loved this time to relax and enjoy the presence of my family.
That's from a senior girl?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I was like, wow. So some of them have really shocked me.
Yeah.
But seniors like to be famous, so they like that they're getting featured.
Right.
But I think just keeping them interacting with them.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed their answers. Their moms have enjoyed the answers. The seniors have enjoyed doing it. So
what sort of a message do you have for your fellow photographers right now?
Oh, wow. I know I've seen a lot of fighting.
There has been some of that.
On Facebook. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of fighting. I know a lot of people want to go back to work. A lot of people want to stay closed. I can totally agree with both arguments. I can see it from both sides. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. That's the only mindset. I've done this a really long time. Not a lot of people know who I am, but I've been around a really long time.
I read it. I read the date and I was like, she's been here for a while.
What?
I just thought she's been here for a while when I saw that date.
Yeah, I've been around. I survived the switch from film to digital. Mm-hmm. I survived changing my entire business from being solely a wedding photographer to not being a wedding photographer at all. I went through 2008. So I know we're going to get through this. It's not fun. It's not comfortable. It's scary, but in the end, we're going to get through it. I think panic is the biggest problem. I think panic is going to do more damage than good, and that's easy for me to say when I'm not panicking, and I know people are, but I think that's the worst thing that you can do.
Right. Even if you have a fairly legit reason to panic, it's generally not a good idea if you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe have a really short panic, like a short burst.
Just like they say, in a fire, in a car accident,
right?
Don't panic.
Right.
So same thing here. Panicking, I think, is just going to do more harm than good. So, my husband and I are both self-employed. So, as I talk about panicking and there's sirens in the background.
There's a fire. Oh my gosh. So, it's like you summoned that into being.
I know, it's like, cue the sirens. My husband and I are both self-employed. So, we would have reason to panic. Yeah. We're not. We've been through the really hard times before. Both of our businesses have survived. I don't have any real, this is what we did to survive. We just survived. I didn't panic and lower my prices. I didn't panic and give away the farm. I just kept plugging along.
Right.
And that's that's what I've done to survive. So that's fully what I plan on doing this time.
I think that's good advice. Thank you for doing this with me. I did not realize that you had just received the information from the state yesterday that it was going to be another month. I mean, that's pretty much what's happening a lot, and I'm not too surprised by it. I do hope that we start easing back in at some point, whatever that looks like. Because the economic bumps and bruises and the toll that it's taking is just going to get worse and worse and worse too.
It's going to get bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, our industry, I mean, we're not needed. I mean, we are, because we know the value of what we do, and that preserving those memories, it is needed, but not as needed as food.
Right. Well, there's a difference between, important and essential, right? There's no question that what we do is of incredible importance and has tremendous impact, but it's not air, food,
right,
or shelter.
Medical.
It's just not. But yeah, there's no question that it's a very important thing with a tremendous impact on everybody.
Absolutely.
I wish you the best. Hang in there. Keep pushing forward, both you and your husband. And we'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Have a good one.
I'll be here. Thanks, Chad.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this conversation presented by White House Custom Color on YouTube. Be sure to check out our other content and click that subscribe button right there. Right. Right there. It's there somewhere.